And now to our Arizona Midday Trivia answer. The question again, Rocky Point, Mexico is a great destination for fall break. The weather is so perfect. In fact, do you know what the average high temperature is? The answer, according to Weather Underground, 77 degrees. Ah, so beautiful. You know, with mild temperatures like that, you may want to consider investing in a year-round vacation resort just a few hours away. It is actually easier than you think. Mary Snyder is here and she is going to tell us how. Good to see you once again.
Nice to see you again.
Let's talk about the real estate market and it taking off in Rocky Point. When did that happen?
The biggest push was between 2000 and 2006. But I think we'll have some footage that'll show the different properties. That was the Plaza Las Glorias that is now Penasco del Sol and Condominiums Pinacate, and that was in 1994.
Yeah, and that was about all there was there.
That was it. And then the Princesa, that was in 1998. And then there's Sonoran Spa, which is on the right, and that was 2000, and then Sonoran Sea, which was in 2002.
I've been to those.
And those are the back end view of those. And then the last one, I believe, is Puerto Privada, and that one was in 2005. And I was the director of sales and marketing for those properties, and those are all finished, and it represents about 1,000 condos in those, and then there was about another 6 resorts that added about another 1,500. And so now that's the 2,500 that are on Sandy Beach.
And how would you say Sandy Beach itself has changed?
It's really been, I think we had a before and after picture that shows it was the college kid town, and now it's really a resort destination now. So you see that was the before, and then there's the after, and that's just been in less than 9 years.
You know what, you're right, because I remember when I used to go and, you know, you'd camp out on the beach or, you know, something like that, and now it's just not like that. You go and there's condos and they're beautiful, and it rivals Cancun and those type of destinations.
And with it being a weekend instead of a big one.
Oh, absolutely. Now, what about today's economy? How is that affecting the market?
You know what, we kind of have a different situation than here. You know, up in the States, you've dealt with the banks, the bad loans, the, you know, adjustable rate mortgages. We don't really have those issues. The situation that we have there is that during that boom time, people bought more than one condo. They bought 2 or 3 or 4. So we just really got bottlenecked, you know, with the inventory. So we were one of the last markets to revert back to a buyer's market from a seller's, and we're going to be one of the first ones that go back into a seller's market because that's our only situation.
So right now, what is the opportunity for people who want to buy real estate there?
There's a lot of good deals, a lot of good opportunities, like real estate is anywhere. But again, we just have limited inventory and so between that and then secondly, there's 3 big changes lately. One is that the Intercoastal Highway, that just finished in this last year. And I think there's a map we're going to show, and you see it riding on the northern edge of the Sea of Cortez. So that makes the San Diego market now a drive destination, a weekend, because they had to go up and over before. So now they can come down. So that just happened in this last year. Then the second thing is we've had an airport there, but it was just a small airport. It couldn't accommodate jets. So now just this last month, the airport closed and opened out at Mayan Palace, which is a longer airstrip with the terminal. So now we don't have jets coming in as far as commercial, but private planes, you know, can still come in. But now we can get the jets and those people to come looking. And then the last thing was Holland America has been in San Carlos, and they did a dock there, and they're doing cruises there, and they have been to Penasco, and they're looking to do a dock there in the next 3 years. So there's a lot of things that'll helping. You bet.
Okay, absolutely. And you know what? Stay tuned, everyone. When we return, we're going to find out more about investing in Rocky Point and how you can win a 4-day stay on the beach. I can't wait to hear more about this. Don't go away. Welcome back to Arizona Midday. You know, a few moments ago, we were talking with Mary Snyder about why Rocky Point is such a great place to buy real estate. Now, we're talking about how to go about that. Where are most of the people from that buy real estate in Rocky Point? I know several people that have done it.
That's exactly it. About 95% of them are, more than that, 99% of them are from the United States. But what's interesting is about 70% of them are from Arizona, because of the closeness to go there.
That's a big number.
It really is. And so like you just said, everybody knows somebody that is a friend or somebody that has a place there. So back, you know, spring break time when everybody was saying, go to San Diego, go to Las Vegas, you know, keep the economy what really they should be doing is going down and staying in Rocky Point, because then they're going to help all of the people that do own properties there, because it's not the Mexicans that are owning the beachfront, it's the Arizonans. So if they go down and stay in those properties, then they've got the money to come back up and put back in Arizona and help the economy here.
So it is true then that a foreigner can own property there.
You know what? It is true. And there's a misconception about that. There's actually two different ways. If it was downtown Mexico City, Guadalajara, inland, then you can hold title in your hand just like we do here in the United States. The difference is, years ago it used to be lease, and then it would revert back to the developer or whatever at the end of a lease. In what's called the restricted zone, and that is 60 miles from the border or 30 miles from the water's edge. In the restricted zone, you need to own it through what they call a fideicomiso. That's what it is in Spanish, but it's through a bank trust. And what that means is that the property's in your name. The bank has the trust departments that maintain that trust as the trustee, with you as beneficiary of the trust. So you're free to will it to the kids, do everything like we would do that way, and they even have a substitute beneficiary provision that you list those, so then that way you would avoid probate or anything like that. So it would go on and pass on to your heirs, to your children, in the event of your death. And then there is a notary public, which not, you know, the notario, and that is not like the notaries like we know in the States. It's actually an appointed attorney that deals with those transactions regarding the trusts. So it, you know, it has changed over the years, and so it is. And if you look at places like Cabo San Lucas, people are spending millions of dollars and they're owning it through a bank trust.
Yeah, so there's no worries about anyone taking it away or you losing your property?
Not at all.
Not at all. That's good. Do you go there to buy the property?
Yes, you would go down there and then you would just be there and to the different developers, and most of the developers are offering financing themselves, you know, so then they would deal directly regarding that. It's not really mortgages. There's a few banks that are doing some things down there.
Yeah. And they have sales offices,
of course,
very similar to what you would see
exactly here. The same. That is all the same. Exactly.
Okay. And here's something that's pretty cool, a free monthly giveaway. Tell me more about that.
Okay, what we're going to do is, our website is www.accessrockypoint.com, and just go put it in your browser, and then you'll see, and in that website you're going to see you know, the maps and passport information like we talked about before, but then you'll scroll down and you'll just register really quick for a 4-day, 3-night for 4 people. The accommodations in the Sonoran Spa or Sonoran Sea will include a sunset cruise for 4 people, and then at La Spa, which is the spa within Sonoran Spa Resort, you'll have a full spa package, you know, there to enjoy as well. So they just register, and anybody through the month of October, and then November 1st we'll have the drawing, and then we will announce the winner. We'll email them, and then we'll announce it on the show who's going to win.
Okay, and tell me that website again.
It's www.accessrockypoint.com.
Okay, and you can find out more information about everything that we've talked about.
Yeah, we touched on some things there. Passports, again, to remind everybody to deal with, but you can get the pass cards. Again, that's the cheaper way, because the pass card, and children under 16 don't even need it, birth certificate.
That's what I was surprised
about.
I want to take my, you know, kids down there, and since the laws have changed, I was like, oh, I need to get them a passport. I already have mine, but you said no, they just need the birth certificate.
Under 16 they don't, and then you can get the pass card, which is cheaper than the passport book, and those links that we have on the website can show them, go right through where and how to get it.
Excellent. Thanks so much. Again, for more information, everyone, and to register for the monthly giveaway, go to that web address is accessrockypoint.com, or just call the number on your screen.